And I think we become so content, we become comfortable, where God's like, all right, we're gonna make you uncomfortable. And I just feel like sometimes that is some of the things that we experience in a season where we feel like we're being stretched more. However, in this season, I feel like for me as a mom, God is saying like, sit down. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christy and I make lifestyle, motherhood, faith-based content. And if you're returning, thank you girl, thank you, welcome back. All right girl, so if you're here just for the faith-based conversation, then go ahead and skip into 7 minutes in, because girl, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna be talking for a minute about my plans for like 6-7 minutes. So your discretion is advised. So this week, I haven't really been doing much. I'll be honest, I've been tired, I've been lazy, and I've been just trying to get my sleep in. And that's what I've been doing. Today, I finally cracked open the Bible, and I was in the book of Ezekiel, but now somehow I got into the book of Proverbs. And I was just wondering, like, how many of us really try to be in the Word and then just have so many distractions? Because, like, today, literally, it was so hard. I was frustrated because I walked in and I came downstairs for the first time after a long time. As you can see, different scenery. Hey, different scenery. And I was able to clean up a little bit, eat a little breakfast for the first time, and just like get out. And every time I was reading the Bible, it just seemed like there's distractions, like from my toddler. And then once I was getting down to really just do my videos for my TikTok or what I've learned, because I like to share on there sometimes of what I've learned in my Bible study readings and stuff like that, right? Well, I ended up getting a knock on the door. And it was the people trying to come and check our fire alarms or something. And it was just getting so frustrated because my dogs have been barking nonstop since it got in. My kid is being freaked out. She's like, what is this? What's going on? Freaking out. And I'm like, more babies, right? And then I was getting frustrated because they were just like going in every room and I wasn't aware to going in every room. And I'm just like, look, every time I'm in the Bible, it just seems like there's a lot of distraction. And I ain't gonna hold you, my hormones be raging. I'll be like, if someone don't do something right now. But anyways, today was supposed to be a packed day and I feel like I am super late. It's already 4 p.m. My husband should be coming home soon. And I actually wanted to redo my plants and potting, right? Let me show you guys my new plant. Hold on. This is my new plant. Okay, we finally pulled the trigger and we got it. Look, a lot of my plants have not been surviving. Okay, I'm gonna have to show you guys my vines. I had to cut some of them bald and propagate, but it's okay because I got a few others that are still surviving. But anyways, this, I haven't even named her yet, but this is a Monstera Deliciosa. I'm so excited. Okay, I have been wanting one for the longest time, but I never wanted to get it because I was like, I don't know, I keep killing these plants, right? And my husband always wanted it, and we saw a bigger one, but I went with my friend. I didn't get to vlog that part because, you know, I have friends that don't want to be on camera, and I don't even ask. If I just know your personality, I'm not gonna do it. But we went, and she like knows about plants, so she helped me find one from Lowe's. I was super, super excited. So it's super cute, and there's like a couple of little like root systems I could separate too, which is cool. And I really am hoping that it'll start growing tall. So I know you guys are probably wondering, like, girl, like where's like the slits in it? It's supposed to happen over time because it's still a baby. I wanted a baby pot, but I just wanted to share this with you because like it's my favorite. I've been waiting. And to know I can make more out of these, like when I separate them, probably in a month I'll do it. But yes, girl, I finally got a Monstera Deliciosa. Oh, and then I also got another plant. Hold on. But I don't know what this is called, but my worship pastor's wife was actually propagating it, and she had this grown. She's like, you don't have to have it, but you know, I would love to give you one. I was like, yeah. So I got this little plant. I do have to water this one as well. And I'm super excited. I don't know the name of it. I don't know if she even gave me the name of it, but I'm really excited. It kind of looks like, I don't know, lettuce, but it's not lettuce. I don't want you guys to be like confused or anything. I don't know much about plants, but I get excited about them because it gives me a more green, lively vibe inside. And I do have neem oil and stuff like that just so there's no bugs or anything. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So excited. Oh, and let me share this one with you guys. Propagated this maybe last year. Girl, look at the root system. The root system has been growing. And honestly, I think this is new growth too. Awesome. So I'm going to have to repot this as well. I'm excited for this. Oh, girl, these nails. The nails are cute the first day, but I told my husband and my nail tech, I was like, I think this is too long, but He liked the lawn because he could do more designs, but I can't wait to take these out. I really want just small, subtle, I know this is so super off topic, but I want small, subtle, like cutesy, dainty. Like I think my 20s were about coffin. This was like the death to my coffin because it was like the last thing. This is like my birthday set, but my husband wanted to make sure it matched my outfit. Remember, you guys had the dress one, but anyways, it had flowers on it. And he did a good job, don't get me wrong, but it's just super long. And I told my husband, I was like, I think this was like the last time I was gonna get coffin. I'm gonna go and start going back to almond, which I just started doing maybe like a couple months ago. I think for my 30s, that just makes sense. And I'm making it smaller, tinier, cutesy. I just want it simple. My husband's more of the bow, bow, bow. I'm like, I don't want the bow. I just want the, oh, cutesy, dainty, you know, stuff like that. So that's just beside the point. Now, the sad thing is, and let me show it to you. Hold on. Okay, y'all see that? Y'all see that? It's balding, okay? Like top is okay, but I have to like do something about it. So I'm definitely, you see how it's getting bare because of those yellow leaves? So because of those yellow leaves, I'm gonna have to take them out and prune it. They're not gonna have no more. And then again, up there is balding. So I'm gonna have all these bottom ones right here. I'm gonna have to propagate it. It just sucks because my husband's like, I grew it for 2 years. I'm like, yeah, well, you should have watered it the last couple months or else it wouldn't look like this. It was so full and voluminous and luscious. Not no more, girl. Anywho's, girl, as I was saying, yeah, these plants have been neglected by me, and pothos are just the easiest things that I can keep alive. And that's why I have so many. Anyways, girl, so what's been going on this week? I have been trying to get my life together and get my mojo back. And I've just been like really reflecting on what God wants from me. And like, I just want to encourage you, if you feel like you're in a waiting season, girl, that's where God wants you to be. He wants you to keep doing what you're doing. So like, I don't know if I told you guys in the last video, but I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And I felt God wanted more from me because I was doing more. But I feel that no matter what, God is always going to get us where we need to go, and we just need to go through the dead seasons. Even when we feel like nothing's happening, God is using that dead season to cultivate us. It's like the soil, right? And again, like I said, I'm not a plant person, but the soil, you need to till the soil. So my pastor always says you have to till the soil of your heart. And if there's certain things in there that you feel like you know is in there, but you're not tilling it and it's like cracked and dry dirt, it's not gonna grow and you're not gonna be able to take it out. So that's why if you just till the soil, water it, and make sure that you're really taking care of the environment of which your seed is growing, it'll be a much better plant in the long run, because we must bear the fruit of the Spirit, right? And that's why we have to be careful, because we forget that we're human and we're never gonna be perfect. I just feel like the acknowledgement should be there. Like God really answers our prayers, and we're so busy trying to live in the future where we're not even able to live in the present. Because the other day, my daughter was just running, and I was just looking at her, and I'm like, "Hey, babe," like, because we live in a different house now, in a different apartment compared to the other one. And I was like, "Babe, she'll never remember the other apartment." She's like, "No, that was like her first year." I was like, "Do you believe like she's gonna grow up remembering like this townhome?" And he's like, "Yeah, like this is her beginning." And I'm like, that's so beautiful, because when I started my beginning, I was in a 1-bedroom apartment with my family. It was me, my mom, and my dad, and then my sister joined in. And it wasn't for like 7 years after I was 7 years old that we moved into our house, a 4-bedroom. So I just thought that was so beautiful to know, like, I've been praying on my, like, the last 10 years, obviously, maybe since maybe I was 19. I've been praying about having a family. I think I was 22 when I was praying for a family that will go to church, have a newborn, and just raise them in the church and raise them in faith and raise them with the values, biblical values that I, over time, grew to love and adore and adopt as my own. And I think it's so beautiful that now that I'm looking at it, that's exactly what we're doing. My husband is serving as a worship leader. I serve to the capacity of whatever I can in each season. Currently I'm on online church. I'm able, and then I was on prayer team, but girl, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, every season it's not always going to be a busy season. Sometimes it's a down season, and it's because God is doing something in you. Especially when you're creating life, you are in his will. Like, you're literally, your body is sacrificing so much for this child. Your mental health, physical, emotional. At the end of the day, like, my point is, we are all living, I feel, maybe you are too, I mean, I don't know much about you because, you know, you don't really be talking a lot back, but I feel like maybe you're also living in an answered prayer and we just take it for granted sometimes. I think that's a beautiful thing about it though. Like, wow, I'm living in an answered prayer. So it's pretty cool. I'm very grateful. And I try to recenter and ground myself because this apartment, well, it's a townhouse. I didn't ask for it. God just gave it. And God will elevate you. And especially when he wants you to be content. And I think we become so content, we become comfortable where God's like, all right, we're going to make you uncomfortable. And I just feel like sometimes that is some of the things that we experience in a season where we feel like we're being stretched more. However, in this season, I feel like for me as a mom, God is saying like, sit down. You're about to have another season. And that's another thing, like being pregnant is a whole different tired than like newborn tired. Newborn tired, like I feel like your body is yours again. So it's cool. Like, oh, thank God I can sleep on my belly. I could give the baby to somebody and I could go. But the newborn tired, depending on like the routine and who's there to help, if your husband helps you at night or if you're, you know, have a village, it really depends, you know, but at least you're able to have your body back. Because girl, like having your body is everything. Like I forget what it's like to have a body. But my first time going through pregnancy, I just felt like the world is ending. I was mourning who I used to be. I was mourning pre-motherhood. I was mourning the girl I used to be because now I'm not. Like I've always been a woman, but I feel like once you have motherhood experience, you're losing a part of you that you'll never gain back again because you'll always be a mom now. You'll always be a mom. But this time I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm healthy. And I just know that what it's like to have a child. And though it has its ups and downs, girl, like I was able to put her to sleep. I was so confused because my husband always has to rock her because that's his thing. Like he wants to rock her to sleep. Girl, she knows I don't do that. And when daddy's not home, she'll comply. She knows it's time to go to sleep. I'll close the curtains and I'll turn off everything. I was like, it's time to go night-night. She's like, night-night. Within 15 minutes, she was knocked out. She didn't even ask me to do much. But when her daddy's home, oh, another thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, these kids are so smart. But yes, I think being a mom, phenomenal. But I know I've been talking your head off, girl. I don't know. I've been going on these tangents because I feel like I don't have time when she's up for me to do videos, especially with the lighting. Anywho, but I'm going to share with you a little bit maybe of me like taking care of the plants. I might have to wait for my husband to come home so he can take it down because I don't trust the devil. If I'm trying to get up on this table and bring those things down, first and foremost, that's too tall, even if I was standing on the table. Second of all, it's just an accident waiting to happen. Like, I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for it. I'm just not falling for it. Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys my repotting. Oh, and another thing, if you are a plant person, my friend actually told me it's better to get, because I don't know what kind of potting mix you be getting. They have the indoor potting mix. I usually get the potting mix from Miracle Grow. But my friend said to get this one. It's for cactus and succulents. The reason she says to get this is because it makes sure that it's not clumped. It loosens root ball. And also she says that it won't get as damp. If it's not as damp, you won't get root rot. You won't have to worry about your overwatering and killing your plant, things of that nature. So this is my first time trying this. I'm excited about that. Oh, and let me also show you what else I got. Okay. And then this is food for the plant. You're supposed to put like a pump on soil, then water. And then 1 pump, small pot, 2 pumps, large pot over 6 inches. So basically, I'll give you information right here what to do with it. My friend just says just to put it in like water and then spray it. I'm not sure. And I also have neem oil to make sure like there's no bugs and I could kill it all. And also just to clean up the leaves as well. But these are the 2 things. This was like $10. This one was about $7. And this baby here was about $22 at Lowe's. Just saying. And it comes with a pot. But I'm super excited. I'm probably going to wait for my husband to help me though, because he really loves to do stuff like this and get his hands dirty. And I got a few things to do. And I wish he'd put down the pot so I was able to like cut it, because he doesn't want me to cut it because he's been growing for 2 years. I'm like, baby, it's time to go. It's over. It's dead. It's done. Anywho. All right, girl. I'm going to catch you later. All right, girl, I know our conversations have been jumping everywhere, but I just wanted to remind you that you are living in an answered prayer. And even though you are not where you want to be, thank God you're not where you used to be, because that's exactly what the devil wants. He wants us to keep focusing on the future, but he's not allowing us to focus on the goodness of God and the fulfillment of every prayer that we prayed in the past. How many times did you pray for that marriage? How many times did you pray for that child? How many times did you pray for that job? How many times did you pray for that car, that home, that stable environment? At the end of the day, girl, God is always listening to us, and there's always more, and best is yet to come, as my church always says. However, we had to slow down and really enjoy what God has for us in this season, because it's in this season He's growing us for the next season. But we'll never come back to the season. It's just like the idea you'll never be a woman with no kids because now you got kids and you're stuck with them forever. Yeah, girl, that's the same thing with whatever you're going through right now. You're never gonna have this home again, or maybe you will, who knows, maybe it's your forever home, or you're just never gonna have this job again. And that's why God is always telling us to just focus on the now. And that's why the present is called the present, because it's a present from God, because it's what we once were praying for in our past. But anyway, sis, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week on this channel.